Hello, welcome to this program, Facts on
Matters.
A program where things of life and spirit are discussed without compromise. So, 2 weeks ago, we talked about men under key and lock. It's already on our YouTube channel, Jesus Baby We TV. And then today, we'll be talking about women under key and lock. Marriage is a give and take. It's a thing of give and take. Is it favoring the man or favoring the woman, or is it have an adverse effect on the man or adverse effect on the woman? So you realize with me that this thing is a thing of, it's something that we really need to look into. Why women should be brought under key and lock of their husbands. What could be the cause? What's the reason?
For me personally, I feel like when women are brought under lock and key, one, the man is not living up to his responsibility. And one thing about a woman, especially a woman that is a good mother, she will not want to see her children suffer. She will go the extra mile to ensure that she provides for those children. Now, when she does that, a lot of these so-called men, because I call them so-called men because a man that is God-fearing should live up to his responsibility. After all, the Bible says that any man that cannot look after his family is worse than an infidel, which is like you're an unbeliever. Christians should not be known like that. So when the women start doing all the things that the man should be doing, paying school fees and all these things, you know how the average woman is wired. At some point in time, she will feel like she's the man, because when she's now the one that is doing everything that the man should be doing, she'll probably feel she's the man. She might begin to talk to the man in a certain way that the man might not like. And then, obviously, what do you expect? The man is definitely going to want to look for a way to cage her or bring her under submission.
And I think, personally, the average African man is egocentric in nature.
I'm proud.
A typical African man wouldn't want his wife to be ahead of him. Yes. That is the truth. A typical African man wants to be in control. He wants to be in charge of the house. He wants to have the final and the last say of the family. So you can imagine in a situation whereby you are not meeting up to your responsibilities, like our brother said. You are not meeting up to your responsibilities, and you want that woman to be a good wife, in quotes. You want her to be a submissive wife. Please, African women, am I speaking your mind here?
Yes,
is it right? A typical African woman will not, because like he rightly said, imagine when I have to wake up very early in the morning, I have to go out, I have to fend for the family, I'm coming back, I'm tired, and you are just at home doing nothing, and you want me to be submissive. You want me to say, hello sir, you want me to say yes sir, it's not possible. So by so doing, the man will want to put her under key and lock so that she can be submissive, because women by nature like to dominate.
So for me, I think another thing that causes men to act in that regard is lack of information. They should go out there and see women whose names are being heard, not that of their husbands, their names. We talk about the likes of Obi Ezekwesili. We talk about the likes of Margaret Thatcher. Who knows who Mr. Thatcher was? Nobody knows. So there are women that come into your life and your life will change forever. But lack of information will make these men think that, no, I must be the one that the name is being heard. Sometimes the reverse is the case. So when you see that things like that are happening, what you should do is to support the woman, not try to lock her up.
Still on Facts on Matters. We heard something, I do not see any reason for a man to bring a wife, an active wife, a functional wife, under key and lock. Because sometimes God could make it in a way that through this woman your name will be heard. Like he rightly said, through this woman you'll be announced. The destiny of a man could be, attached to the wife. After all, the Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth good and obtaineth favor from the Lord. So sometimes you see that, these women that God has, oiled their heads, and then they are coming up the way they are coming up, and then you bring them under bondage. At the end of the day, you succeed in bringing your own destiny under what? Bondage.
I would say it's as a result of low self-esteem, because when a man sees that the woman is greater than her, according to my brothers and my sisters, that low self-esteem will make them to go any length, especially African men and those that maybe don't know that a woman can still be above the man. As my brother has said, name those women.
I think I want to correct something there. You see, we are talking about what brings women under key and law. So look at the statement there, that when if a man fails to believe that a woman is above them, you see, on a normal day, men are created or wired in such a way that they wouldn't want to see you have that belief that you are above them. You understand? Because the point is, why do men bring them under key and lock? It is not right, for you to begin to feel that I'm above a man. Are you getting it? The chicken, the chicken and its feather. I have the chicken, I have the feather. The man owns the woman. He owns everything. The destiny, everything should be under the man's this thing, glory. Are you getting it? So one of those things that make men to lock women up, is when a woman begins to feel I am above the man. You understand? When a woman begins to feel, a woman was in a program and the husband was like, round it up, there were a lot to discuss. But at a point, she needed to do what? To round it up and say, this meeting continues the following day. Are you getting it? Like that. That is, if you have this belief that you are above the man, there is every tendency for that man to bring you under what? Key and lock. Or you begin to, a woman that will buy something, because I wouldn't want us to lose sight of what we are discussing. A woman now that we go out, maybe you go out for business and money enters your hand and you feel the distance where you are coming from to the house is far. Let me get some things, provisions or the material things for the children in the house. Bringing it home, it is expected that woman, for the fact that the owner of the chicken owns the chicken and its feather. If you want to throw the feather away, you can throw it. If you want to use to make up, you can use to make up. You don't say, it's only the meat that you are entitled to. You don't buy chicken from market and they will tell you that you are entitled to only the meat. You drop the feathers. No. It is expected that you come back home and tell your children, your daddy asked me to go shopping for you.